All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday. This is going to be a very David E. Taylor update. And just remember, your opinion is a lie. I'm going to reach out to a comment. Tommy Tucker. I want you to understand that I appreciate the time and effort you're putting into this. I totally agree that David E. Taylor is a clown. But brother, the further you go down this rabbit hole, the crazier you start to look. I suggest some time off. You seem to be losing perspective and maybe your mental health is being jeopardized. Don't read this and get angry. Please, please, please take this and give it some thought. Tommy Tucker, thank you. I hear you. I hear you 100%. I take the time off when I feel it's necessary. I was taking time off until I found out about David fucking buying this mansion. Alright? And Tommy, I get help through the VA, man. I get mental health fucking therapy anytime I want. Doesn't take me much, man. All I gotta do is call and tell them, hey, I need to go back to therapy. And they say, okay, where do you want to go? May is Mental Health Awareness Month, guys. Which is, we're going to touch on this topic right now because it coincides with what we're doing. Exposing these cults and these religious fucking prophets and false preachers that are taking advantage of mentally ill people. And I have proof. I have proof, guys. I'm going to be making some calls later this week, and I'll do the videos. But Frank's going to make some calls this week later to Mike Murdock. Because what I found out, and I'm not lying, guys, this is the very God-honest truth, okay? I'm not going to give names. I've mentioned it last week sometime, but one of our own channel members' mother, for the last 5 years, guys, okay? Mind you, this mother has dementia, okay? The mother has dementia. I don't know when it came on. I'll get more details about it. But it onset some years ago, and then it kind of took a deep dive just recently from what I understand. Okay, so hear me out here, guys. Mom gives Mike Murdock, my source tells me, my source told me, okay, the mom gave Mike Murdock about $85 to $120 a week for 5 years straight, every week as far as they can tell. You do the math on that. I did the math. Let's just say $100 a week, okay? Let's not even call it 120. Let's not even call it 85. Let's call it average $100 a week, okay? So you take, let's do the math here real quick. Mind you, this woman has dementia, guys. And this is not bullshit. I'm not lying to you about this. I wouldn't say if it wasn't true. So let's say 400 times 12. $4,800 a year. Let's times that by 5 years. $24,000 this woman gave up to Mike Murdock. Because what these pastors do is they go on TV and they look directly in the camera so the people on the other end that are hopeless and helpless think that they're talking to them. This is how it works, guys. And my source tells me that they had been given money. I just got another this is, stand by, give me 1 second. Okay. Shit, I lost train of thought. Well, my contact told me it was basically they were helping their mom out by giving them money every week, right? But then they found out that it was going to Mike Murdock. My contact told me they've already called and requested a 1099 and a 990 to see where the money went. Sorry, my hair's not in the glory, guys. I just got out of the shower. So about $24,000 to $25,000, right? And again, this woman has dementia, guys. I'm not lying. And this is relevant because we have laws for everything, right? We have laws for fucking everything. Why aren't there laws against people taking advantage of mentally ill people like these fucking pastors are, like these churches are? Coming on TV saying, hey, give us your money, and they're looking right in the fucking camera like I am at you guys, right? And it's the person on the other end, in this case, be like, hey, they're talking to me. They can help me. You know, think of somebody with dementia, guys. Or say somebody with schizophrenia, autism. Put yourself in those shoes. You could very well have a family member that you're giving money to that is asking for help, and they're actually giving it over to one of these fucking money preachers. That is exactly what happened in this situation. And this source says, I feel ashamed, but don't be ashamed because we know these motherfuckers are out there doing this fucking scam for years. And what it takes is for people like you to come forward and speak about it. I know you don't want to, and that's fine. I'll get it out for you because I know it's not a lie. And for these, why aren't there laws against this? Why aren't there laws against just fully taking advantage of mentally ill people? You got laws against beating up homeless people, harming homeless, elderly. Why aren't there laws against abusing mentally ill people like these people are? They are clearly abusing mentally ill people financially, right? Somebody, and I brought up in another chat the other night, what's scary about these places, guys, okay? What's scary about these places is they fold these people into their cults, right? Into these fucking religious cult organizations. Brainwash them, right? And say there's people that have mental illness, right? And that have to be on medication. Now you have these people who aren't even fucking doctors saying, oh, you've been healed. You don't need to take your medication anymore. Oh, this guy healed me. I don't have schizophrenia anymore. Or I'm not bipolar anymore. Then they fucking wipe him off the grid. Now what David's known for doing, David is more of a forced labor cult. And he does have mentally ill people there. I know that for sure. I know that is a fact. And that's David's MO. Those are his easiest prey, mentally ill people. 100%. And the more severe the illness, the better. Because it just makes it easier for David to mold and just it makes it easier for David. Mentally ill people are David's choice, basically. Mentally ill, divorcees, hopeless, helpless, drug addicted, no doubt some SA survivors, things like that. Things like that. Those are definitely David's prey. And I know this for facts because of the stories I've got to people that I've talked to about members in this cult and their backgrounds, which I've been asked not to say because to protect the members that are still in that cult, that are still there, most likely. And mind you, guys, most of the people in this cult have some sort of mental illness background. Again, which makes it lost track. I got a contact here I've been trying to get in contact with. Said they knew David. They're only there for a couple months and started asking questions. And they got kicked out, but we'll see what happens. Lost train of thought, guys. Mental Health Awareness Month. Yes, the dementia with this person. That's it. This person's in our group, too. This person is in our group. Their mother is the one that was victimized by Mike Murdock. I've already looked up Mike Murdock's number, guys, and I told you Frank's going to call this week at some point. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what time Frank's willing to do the call. It's going to be all improv style, and I'm going to go in on these assholes real fucking hard if I can get through to somebody. And see what they say. I'm really going to go in on Mike Murdock because I found out about this. The thing with Mike Murdock is he has all his little fucking family members in charge and shit, so... Like this, Tommy Tucker, thanks for your comment, and thank you for your concern, man, 100%. I really do appreciate it, and I do get help, man. I have to, so I learn how to cope with fuckheads like David. Because if not, the other side of me would do some irrational shit, probably. That's why I go get help. Because your emotion's pretty powerful, dude. You let your subconscious take control, man, and it's fucking game over. But Ryan Logan, yes, I'm going to go in on Mike Murdock. 100%, dude. And I'm reading the comments from the other night's live, guys. Ryan Logan, I got your back, man. One coming for Mike Murdock. Don't worry. That fucking piece of shit. And again, guys, this is why I do this. We got to speak up about this because if not, nobody's going to say shit or do shit about it. We the people fucking run the government, not the other way around. The government doesn't own us, guys. We run the government. We're the ones that vote these assholes in. It's almost like the church doesn't want to do anything because it would be counterproductive for their whole goal, I guess, to have regulation against people that are mentally ill from donating money, which, again, we have regulation for fucking everything else in America. Why can't we have regulation against mentally ill people being scammed by churches and shit like that? Makes sense, right? That would make perfect fucking sense. Hey, or put them on some kind of do not call list. I don't know, guys. This is just why I do this. I do this to think shit out, to see if there's something that we can do. And I've heard a lot of people say, oh, there's nothing you can do about it, just forget about it. Yeah, well, the only reason nothing's being done about it is because we're not standing up as a conglomerate, as a group, to tackle this issue. One person can't do it. Which reminds me, I gotta file my fraud reports. I can't do this alone. I don't even know where to start legally, how to get something like that put up in the legislation. They'd probably look at it and fucking laugh. Especially living in a red state like Texas. Yeah. Okay. They'd fucking laugh their ass off at that. You know? Texas is all about God, guns, and fucking barbecue. What would it take, you know, to get some kind of legislation passed? Again, we have laws for everything else, but we don't have laws against protecting the mentally ill. You know? And again, think if you had a family member that was tied up in this place, right? Mentally ill. They get folded into this cult. You're basically alienated from them. You never hear from them again. And they just get fucking broomed out to the street after they're done using them. I think about that a lot because there's people here that I've talked to that there's stories involved. People are still very real involved, being very real affected by it. Yet our government sits back with their heads up their fucking ass, not doing or saying shit about it. Like, oh, it's the church, we didn't do anything about it. No, it's because they don't want to fucking do anything about it because it's all fucking good for money. There's no separation of church and state. That's why shit ain't being done about it. So it's up to us, really, guys. This is my opinion. It's up to us to be here to report the fucking fraud. Why not? The IRS wouldn't have made these forms, guys, if they didn't want us to fill them out if we suspect fraud. We're all citizen journalists. It's all up to us to report it. It really is. I have one here for David and Michelle, and I will be sending these out, David and Michelle, again. Okay. I send these out once a week, guys. I have been for about the last year, because this is what it takes. This is what it takes to get the IRS off their fucking ass to do their job. Do the math. Sent two out a week. One for Michelle, one for David. Send about out two a week. So I've been doing it for about a year. I gave about a month off, I think, during the holidays. But these are all pre-filled. I urge everybody that lives in America who's on this channel to fill these out. Make the IRS do the job. Make the government do their job. Make them investigate these corrupt fucking cults, man. These guys are pushing money around like it's nobody's fucking business. And they wonder why our fucking socioeconomic system's going to shit. Right? Because all the fucking top 1% are just fucking moving money around like it's nobody's business. If I fuck up, though, guess what happens? IRS comes and takes my fucking house, man. Thought I was getting a package, sorry. So yeah, if I screw up, IRS comes and takes my house. But David and Michelle and his little fucking whole cult bullshit can just actively launder money. Well, we gotta sit back and front the bill on these assholes, man. I don't dig it. I don't dig it, and neither should you. I'm gonna go ahead and just stamp this fucking envelope already for David. So that's for you, David. It's going out tomorrow first thing. Sorry it's not Monday, but I usually send it Monday. All it takes is a stamp, an envelope, and about 5 minutes of your time. 3801, everything's pre-filled. All you gotta do, put a stamp on it, and put it in the mail. The only thing I gotta fill in is the actual address of the IRS, because the VFW, or the American Legion, I'm sorry. So kind of send me these stickers every year with my address on it, so I don't have to fucking waste ink on David's dumbass. Okay, so these are gonna go out today. Again, guys, why I do this is because this needs to be paid attention to. They paid attention to Koresh, Warren Jeffs, Jim Jones, but while it was too late already, it was too late by the time anything could be done about it, basically. Right? Look at Jim Jones. What happened to Jim Jones at fucking Guyana and Jonestown? Fucking shot up a bunch of people, killed a bunch of people because they were trying to leave. Again, this month, we're going to focus on mental health because, David, what you do, along with a lot of these other fucking scummy ass preachers like Catherine Crick, she's doing it too, that filthy fucking church concubine. She's doing it. David, you're doing it. I mean, Kenneth, Jesse, all of them are doing it. Richard White, Todd White, all these guys are fucking doing it. Taking advantage of the hopeless and helpless. So with that being said, guys, you got any questions, comments, concerns, leave them below. This is very real shit, guys. This is real shit. And again, why aren't there laws preventing this type of behavior from happening to mentally ill people?